Hey, it's Amy and Pat coming at you from Living Our Best Life. This is part 8 of building our house in Roatan and Guayabara Beach. And this is just a little project that just had a little brain fart, I guess, of taking some of my favorite scriptures and writing them on the inside of the walls of the house before they put the insulation and the drywall up. And I still have more to do. I took all of these and did them one evening whenever actually the guys were coming to measure our boat up for the lettering. And so it was nice and quiet up there, and Pat was out at the dock waiting on the guys, and I went up to the house to write all these on the inside of the walls. And we already come up with a name for our house, and it totally fits exactly what we named it, which won't share yet. That'll be another breaking news, but when I went up to the house, it was just totally fitting as to what we have named the house. So yeah, it was just quiet up there, and the sun was setting, and it was just peaceful. So I won't talk anymore about that. But these are just some of our favorite scriptures, and I'm actually have probably about 10 more that I'm going to find another day or an evening when the guys aren't up there working and it's just me, and just take my time to write them on the inside of the walls. So here's one of the kids doing polishing the floor. They had it done, and then Chef had him go back through and patch some of the floors to redo them and get some of the little pieces of wood out. This is Renee, the electrician, working on everything. We went through everywhere where we wanted to have recess lighting, to where we wanted our fans, to putting in the false beams, which that was on the last video, and the beam that we have to have for structure wise, since everything is so wide and so high. So Renee has put in the breaker box, all the wiring for the switches, the outlets, the wiring for the fans, the wiring for the recess lighting. We also even, right there you can see, we're putting in a whole house surge protector because the electric goes in and out here. Not really as much as it used to, but it's just one of those things that's gonna protect our appliances and everything in the house, basically. If we were to get a surge of electric when it kicked back on or when it went off, and I don't know how that all works. I just knows that I know instead of having multiple surge protectors plugged into things, we just have it on the whole house now. And I think that cost us like $1,000 more, something like that. Maybe not even 1,000. I can't remember. Maybe like 700 with installation and materials. But it'll be well worth it because you don't want your TVs or your appliances to get fried when the electric comes on or off. So that's just something that we added. But Renee's actually still working at the house, putting in electrical, and he's doing all the wiring for the outside lights and our cameras that we're going to put up, spotlights, all of that. So he's still working. In the next video you'll see more of what he's doing. So here's more of the floors. So the cement, I was going to talk about this. The cement here isn't the cleanest cement, meaning there's wood in it. So these guys, I don't know if I've said it in previous videos, but these guys have to go through and pick the wood out by hand with like a little putty knife, basically. And so that's why they had to patch the floors and redo a little bit at some of the areas to get those perfected as beautiful as they can be. Here's where Renee cut out the recess lighting. So it looks like we have little circular like skylights, but it's not. It's for the recessed lighting. It's before they put in the insulation and the moisture barrier and then the roof on. So that's why it looks like a little open area in the ceilings. This is where they patch some of the floor, and then Chef had them touch it up and redo it. So pretty much it's all done now. You'll see later in this video, and they actually have polished it and put clear on it as well. Here is Shug and some of the other guys doing the roof. So we did white alu zinc roof. This is a picture of me, Lori, and Pat. So Pat's cousin Jason and his wife Stephanie came in, and Paul and Lori came in, and two of their friends, Leah and Deb from Texas, and spent a week. And that was just a photo of Lori's family, obviously. Grinding, electrical.
We weren't going to see that pipe inside the house.
Yeah. He showed you a picture, though, of the...
Well, that was inverted from the outside.
So we also decided to take the big plummet and pay all the money to do solar. And so that's what they were doing in the video there. They were bending the conduit to get ready for the electrical and all the lines for the solar panels that are going to go on the roof. So we're going to do 16 solar panels, and that way we can run our air conditioner and hopefully not have a huge RACO bill. We're basically getting a whole system where we could be off-grid. The only thing that's not going to be off-grid is my dryer, and if I would have known, I would have bought a dryer that was gas instead of electric. Loving our driveway. This is before they poured it. We thought it was going to be super steep, but it's not at all, and I love it. It just is a statement piece. When you pull up to the house, it just looks great, and the guys did a great job finishing it off. They put pretty much, I think they have all the windows in, not the doors though, just the windows, so that's exciting to see. Just all of the windows in. Here's the floor with polished, finished, and then it has 2 coats of sealer on it, and I believe Chef's going to do more than that, but I'm in love with that too. And I took a picture of this so that I could take it to the tile store to pick out tile for the bathrooms, which is just going on the shower walls, because this floor is going to be on the shower floors as well, but we're going to have like a grip in it so people don't fall and get slippery in the showers on the floors. And we've got a little bit of drywall up at this point, not a ton, because we're waiting on all the electrical to get done. It's like, you know, one person needs to get theirs done, and it's not that anybody's dragging their feet, it's just you've got maybe one person doing the electrical, like Renee's a one-man show, and then you've got 1 or 2 guys doing the drywall. So you just kind of go with the flow. Here the guys started to get the outside of the house ready for stucco. And they did the seams of the board on the outside of the house. So that's another process too, where actually the kids that were doing the floor were doing the guys that were doing the floor were doing the outside of the house here. So everybody has their job, what they're good at, what they are maybe better at than some of the other guys. And here they are finishing our driveway. So there's like a clean out to like a ditch, like a runoff ditch that's right next to our house. So if you see a hole in the end of the driveway, that's because we're gonna have to put a grate there, because the community said they have to have access to that. Here's more drywall in the bedroom on the opposite side of it from the hallway. And this process has just been pretty great. There's been some downs, not really, but there's just been some things that we've had to change, or things that we've kind of like had to stand our ground on, or whatever. But for the most part, this process has been a really cool process. Would I do it again? Yeah. If I had lots of money, I would do it all the time, to be honest. Lots of time and money. but we're just really excited to have this done. The finish date's supposed to be September so that we can move in. Right now when we want to go on the boat, we have to drive out there from Sundancer, so it'd just be nice to be able to walk right down to the dock and hop in the boat and not have a 25-minute drive one way to get to the property and to go on the water. So we're just taking it step by step, day by day. I appreciate the guys working so hard. Appreciate my husband just helping us live this dream, and so that we could just live our best lives together on this island or anywhere that we just intend to go with each other, with our kids, with our family, with our friends. Life's short, guys. It's important that you live your best life. Live, dream, love big. The biggest that you can. I guess that's like my biggest piece of advice that I give people: to live, love, and dream huge, because we only get to do that once in a lifetime. Can't wait to jump in that pool there and lay by that pool and enjoy our outdoor kitchen that Pat's gonna build, and enjoy family and friends, and when people visit the island, just making memories and creating an environment where people can come and live their best life as well while they visit us in Roatan, because this place has really changed my life, and the people here have, the friends and the family that we have here, just create an environment where we are able to continue to live our best life, surrounded by many, many crazy, lovable, wonderful people that we call family. And it's a blessing.